There once was a moose who lived in the wild, but didn't act wild at all. He had two friends, Beaver and Bear. When it rained, his friends would go puddle jumping. Not Moose, too wet. When Beaver and Bear went kite flying, not Moose, too windy. When it snowed, Beaver and Bear would go skiing. Not Moose, too cold. But every now and then, the moose had this feeling he was missing something in his life. This feeling made him sad quite often, and he would think about what it was that made him feel this way. What could it be? After all, he was just a moose. He acted like a moose. He ate like a moose. He lived in the forest like a moose. But for some reason, it wasn't enough. The moose tried meditating, searching the internet, looking into a crystal ball, talking to the religious moose leaders, and scanning the night sky. But the moose didn't find a thing. But on one sunny day, the moose was finally struck with a thought. He needed to take life by the antlers if he was going to find that missing something. He was inspired. The moose bought a sailboat. He waved his friends goodbye and went on his journey. And yet, the Bear and Beaver couldn't help but have a bad feeling in their stomachs as they watched their friend depart, as if this was the last time they would see him. What started as a gentle breeze turned into strong wind, and soon, a raging storm. The moose battled the storm until he could fight no more. By the morning, he woke up scared and alone on a deserted beach. While normally, the moose would curl up into a ball and cry, he was determined to find this missing feeling inside him. So he got to work. He looked around and found a source of fresh water, gathered wood and made a signal fire, built a shelter, learned to hunt for food, and met a turtle named Tuesday. And like Moose, Tuesday often felt like she too was missing something in her life, and it also made her feel sad. And she, like Moose, went on a journey to find that missing something, and she often wondered if it was normal to have these feelings. On his part, Moose was actually a bit relieved to know that he wasn't the only one to feel this way, that someone else understood how he felt. It was then a friendship was struck between the two. They swam together, they roasted marshmallows, and looked at the heavens above them. Life felt pretty good for Moose. Perhaps he finally found that missing something. It was then, a few days later, they saw a ship come by. Quickly, Moose and Tuesday built a bigger fire to get the ship's attention. Moose offered Tuesday to come with him back to the forest. But Tuesday felt she wasn't done with her journey to find that missing something. That, and there was no way a turtle would be able to survive in the forest. The conditions would not be in her favor. Moose wished her luck. When Moose made it back home, his friends threw him into a big hug, surprised but happy to see their friend alive and well. Moose, in return, was happy to see them too. The following days, Moose participated in more activities with Beaver and Bear, feeling more relaxed and happy than he had in years. Yet, there were days he would still just stare at the abyss in front of him, not because he felt he was missing something, but because he feared that missing would return. The moose sailed through a storm, survived on an island, and even made a new friend. And yet, he felt like this newfound feeling would just be temporary. And if it was, would he have to find it again? He wondered if Tuesday also felt like this and also experienced it. Was that all that was destined for him for this world? To fill that missing something again and again until they die? And would the moose have to survive another storm to do so? And would he want to survive the next time to do so? These were all questions the moose hoped he would never have to answer. He hoped he could stay here with his friends and not find the missing something again. He hoped that wherever Tuesday was, she would find her missing something and not have it go missing again. That was all he could do. Hope.